lesson planning and explanation. The year level is Year 3 and the topic is We're Going on a Bear Hunt. The general capabilities covered are critical and creative thinking, ICT capability, numeracy, literacy, personal and social capability. The Australian curriculum content descriptors are implement simple digital solutions as visual programs with algorithms involving branching and user input. Discuss how language is used to describe the settings in text and explore how the settings shape the events and influence the mood of the narrative. And create and interpret simple grid maps to show position and pathways. The learning outcomes. In groups, students recreate a page from the book We're Going on a Bear Hunt by Michael Rosen and Helen Oxenbury. Students decide on actions for the Ozobot to complete that are related to the noises or onomatopoeia and explanations from the story. For example, the book page for grass has the words swishy swashy, and the student could choose to make the Ozobot go slowly through the grass, moving along the page, swishing and swashing across the hill. Using the Ozobot, students use the colour language markers and develop tasks for the Ozobot to complete at different grid locations. The students fill in a recording page for their grid locations to demonstrate their interaction with the mathematics concept within the activity. Students develop algorithms using the colour language to perform the tasks. The students are required to practice the algorithms and plan their route. Students share and reflect on their Ozobot's performance. Why use Ozobot to teach this lesson? There is a natural link between the English, mathematics and digital technologies content descriptors, which allows for easy integration of a digital technology tool. The lesson could be taught without the Ozobot in different ways, however the inclusion of Ozobot maintains a hands-on learning approach, is student-centred and teaches not only English and mathematics, but also the digital technologies curriculum. The Ozobot Teacher's Guide highlights how the use of Ozobot allows students to learn robotics in a hands-on and fun way as they learn through play. The English content and the use of the storybook provide a context for students to create the assessment. The mathematics is easily integrated with the two to avoid students simply colouring and creating a picture, but theoretically they are creating a map. The digital technologies curriculum and the integration of a digital technology tool into other subject areas allows students to move into higher order thinking levels. For this lesson, without digital technologies, students would simply draw a picture and analyse a book, and possibly create a map. By using the Ozobot and integrating the digital technologies curriculum, students analyse a book, use language features, create a map, create a pathway for the Ozobot to take, use critical thinking skills, and applying the algorithms, evaluate and analyse algorithms they practice and created, and justify their choices. During the development stage of lesson planning, it is important to analyse the lesson through the TPACK Model, which stands for Technological, Pedagogical and Content Knowledge. This is a reflection of the teacher's knowledge of all these domains, and teachers should have a deep understanding of the model in order to effectively integrate and teach digital technologies. This also reflects the teacher's understanding of the Australian Institute for Teaching and School Leadership Standards, as Standards 1, 2, 3 and 5 are found within the TPACK Model. For the We're Going on a Bear Hunt lesson, the TPACK model was used to analyse the natural integration of digital technology, as the lesson could go ahead without the use of the Ozobot. The analysis was broken down into multiple layers. For the pedagogical content knowledge, this domain is a reflection of my knowledge of the content and how to teach it, linking directly to AITSL Standard 2 and 3. To be effective in this area relies on my understanding of students' prior knowledge, having a deep understanding of the content and achievement standards, and broad pedagogical knowledge of teaching and learning in these subject areas. This is shown in the learning outcomes that highlight all three subject areas in the natural integration of the subjects and the assessment task created. Technological content knowledge. This domain shows my understanding of how a digital technology or the integration of the digital technologies curriculum can enhance or inhibit a lesson and the learning that is to occur. Through careful consideration, the digital technology included does not restrict the English or mathematics content to be learnt, but enhances both as it maintains hands-on learning and learning through inquiry and play. Technological pedagogical knowledge. This domain is a reflection of my understanding of how teaching and learning changes through the integration of a digital technology. By using a digital technology for this lesson, learning becomes student-centered and is inquiry-based. Students build group work and social skills, explicit teaching is minimal, and a constructivist approach to teaching and learning is maintained. Technological, pedagogical and content knowledge. This final domain, the centre of the Venn diagram, is a mixture of all the domains that demonstrate my understanding of the basis of effective teaching with technology, requiring an understanding of the representation of concepts using technologies, pedagogical techniques that use technologies in constructive ways to teach content, knowledge of what makes concepts difficult or easy to learn and how technology can help redress some of the problems that students face, knowledge of students' prior knowledge and theories of epistemology, and knowledge of how technologies can be used to build on existing knowledge to develop new epistemologies or strengthen old ones. This knowledge is represented in this lesson through the natural integration of digital technology to teach content from other subject-specific areas of English and mathematics, and the use of technology to engage students in constructivist learning of the digital technologies curriculum. How to use the OzoBot. Using its sensors, the OzoBot follows lines drawn by coloured markers. OzoBot also has an app for Apple or Android in which students can use their coding skills to make the OzoBot move on the screen. The OzoBot can read colours and displays this by showing that colour through an LED. When colours are put into a sequence or algorithm, the OzoBot completes different actions. This can make the OzoBot go slow, fast, spin around, and even do a U-turn. We're going on a bear hunt lesson in action. To introduce the lesson, the teacher should read the book We're Going on a Bear Hunt and have the students join in. Additionally, the teacher could take the students on a walk around the school and have them all sing the song and do the actions. The first part of this lesson, students are split into groups of 8, one student for each page of the book. The students then choose the page they would like to recreate. The pages are as follows: grass, river, mud, forest, snowstorm, cave, bear, and home. This is an example of what cave, bear, and home could look like. This is the majority of the English curriculum as students use the descriptive language features in the story to recreate their page. The teacher should outline the requirements for students' pages, such as it must be done in pencil so they can use the OzoBot markers over the top, the page must be landscaped so the OzoBot can move all the way along, it mustn't have any people on the page, it must make sense for the story, and the words in the story, the onomatopoeia used, must be written along the bottom of the page. For students with low vision, colour blindness or other sensory issues, they could use Lego blocks to create what they would like their page to look like, and have another student or SSO draw the page for them. Students should then line up their pages in order and see what each other have come up with. Remind students to give positive feedback and that everyone is creative in their own way. You can see here the pages that I have created with the onomatopoeia across the bottom. The pages are lined up in order, however the home page actually goes at the beginning. Students will then need to decide where the OzoBot will enter and exit their page while they are all lined up. This may need some supervision to remind students that the pages will be taped together at the end, so the lines must meet correctly. The next step is for students to use their graph plastic sleeve, decide on and record where the OzoBot enters, exits, and where its 2 actions will be. Students have a recording sheet to fill in at this time. This maintains the mathematics curriculum within the lesson. Students will then need to write out the algorithms needed for each action. This includes the name of the action, the written colour code, and the code written with the coloured markers. Students should use their OzoBot to practice the codes and make sure they are able to write it correctly for the OzoBot to follow. This step will take a lot of trial and error. Remind the students that once it is written on the page, it cannot be changed, so they must be comfortable with how it needs to be written. The one requirement for this part of the lesson is that the Nitro Boost algorithm must be used as the OzoBot runs back across the page. Once the teacher and the student are happy with the codes, they can begin mapping the path for the Ozobot on their book page. Using the black markers to follow along the path with the algorithms in between, the Ozobot is able to complete many actions. This is the digital technologies curriculum of the lesson, as students are creating algorithms as a solution to the problem being the Ozobot needs to get from one page to the next, and the students provide the user input. Students then line up all their pictures in order again, and hopefully all the lines match up. Tape the pictures together on the back to create their very long book. This is what the final product should look like. One of the codes did not work, however that is a good learning experience to show students that it must be written correctly, or else the Ozobot cannot read it. Reflection. Reflection using the SAMR model. It is essential for teachers to critically reflect on teaching practices and lessons, whether they went well or not. This can be done through reflective practices, but for teaching digital technologies, the SAMR model, which stands for Substitution, Augmentation, Modification, Redefinition Model, can be used to analyse what level the lesson was in regard to the effective integration of digital technologies, and how the lesson could be improved so that the digital technology is not only a part of the lesson, but redefines the lesson completely. I used the SAMR model to reflect on my lesson plan and how effectively the lesson met the desired outcomes after I had completed the lesson myself. I also looked for ways the lesson could be developed further or modified. After thorough analysis of the lesson created, it is believed that this lesson is at the modification level of the SAMR model. The involvement of the Ozobot ensures students are participating in higher order thinking skills. Through the use of the Ozobot, learning is not only enhanced, but it is transformed and creates a range of new outcomes for students to meet. Without the digital technology element, the lesson is a simple English lesson with an activity that can be completed by a lower year level, creating a picture. By adding the digital technology and the mathematics elements, the assessment task becomes the creation of a map with analysis, problem solving and critical thinking involved. The lesson does not reach the redefinition level as it can be completed without the use of the Ozobot, although not a rich learning experience. Some modifications that could enhance the use of digital technology and push the lesson into the redefinition level of the SAMR model are: by including the digital technologies curriculum, students must use the Ozobots to meet the outcomes. By using the Ozobot, students are encouraged into group work, using the robot to move across all students' pictures. Without the robot, students simply make a picture that are no longer essential to each other. Students could use video technology to record the Ozobot moving along their pictures and make a presentation to share with other students, parents, or post to a blog online. If students have access to iPads or tablets and the correct style of Ozobots, students could take pictures and use the Ozobot app within the device. The activity meets the desired outcomes of the lesson as students read the story and discuss the language features involved in creating the setting. Recreate a page of the story showing their understanding of the description given and the feelings given through the language features. Students implement skills making the Ozobot do different actions that reflect their knowledge of the language features, settings and the feel of the story. Students implement their grid mapping skills and create a map and a pathway, write a list of coordinates that reflect where the Ozobot completes actions. Students write a range of algorithms using the colour code markers to make Ozobot perform different actions. Students create a digital solution using the colour code markers in order for Ozobot to move from one page to the next and back again.